Good morning, everyone. It's Saturday, June the 22nd. We're down here on the road in Santiago, Barotac, Viejo, Iloilo. So we come by I looked at a little resort next to this one for sale, and this one isn't for sale, but the other one is. So I was just coming down the road, thought I'd take a walk because I'm looking for possibly buy some land or build a house here. So I come across this place. It's pretty nice. Got some cottages anchored off the out into the water there, so you can eat lunch and rubber inner tubes, and looks like it's 20 pesos to get in, I guess adult and children. Then you can eat lunch and do different things. So I've not talked to them yet, but we'll walk up and down the road here. So I'm gonna hike here for a couple hours. Just looking for a location that might suit my needs. See, it's very difficult finding things for sale because it's not really advertised. It's all, you know somebody and you ask, and somebody, oh yeah, my cousin has something for sale. So I'm looking down through here. On out the road, it gets much fewer, hardly anybody lives down the end of the road. So I'm looking more down that way. So there's about 5 or 6 resorts on this road. The most well-known one is Lida's Garden Resort, which we're heading towards. But there's a little fishing village, a couple of them, 2 or 3 spots here, and a typical Philippine place. And it is the rainy season, even though today's really sunny and nice. So I think we're up for 2 or 3 days of good weather, because we've just had 2 or 3 days of kind of light rain and cloudy most of the time. So I think we're in that system's passed and we're in a little good spot. But well over there, you can kind of see that's Lida's Garden over there. You can kind of see the flags. Now I'll zoom in here. So out there, that little point way out there, that's Lida's Garden. So that's where we're at, and over there is Negros Island. That's Negros Island. We're over on the Visayas Island. So yeah, it's quite nice over here. So, and the thing that interests me here is this road's undeveloped on this back side here. They haven't got a road in all the way around this part of the shoreline, coastline. But sometime in the next few years, they're going to be putting one in and eventually paving it. So this will just be a boom to Santiago and all the people back here, because it'd be much easier to get to. Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
And so a lot more growth and opportunity, businesses, and probably the tourist business probably the biggest thing, restaurants and that type of stuff. So because it's along the coast here, so it's pretty nice. There's some hollow block. We get back out of the zoom there. So I think up around the corners Lida's Garden. So yeah, my thing is to find something, which is, like, again, difficult, and find a location. So my plan today is to try to find 3 or 4 spots and say, you know, oh, I like that. Find out who owns it, and if something is available for sale. So I'm looking to be near the ocean. I want an oceanfront property where I can have access to walk down to the ocean and beach. Really, I mean, if you wanted to go swim or do something, you can get to it. You know, people are pretty friendly, and it's not really blocked off, you know, anything near completely or anything like that. I just want to own something and be able to put a hammock up by the water and start a fire and enjoy it, and not have 6 houses or people sitting there watching me. So that's why I'm trying to get out here where there's not as much, and buy a hectare or 2 hectares and put a house in the middle of it, and That way when it becomes paved and finished, that I'll already have something. So this is the start of Lita's Garden. If you've never been there, I recommend it. It's a nice little resort here for the Philippines. It's pretty popular. So this is the kind of the entrance. This is the road, but this is I don't know if she owns left and right, I assume. I heard rumors that it's for sale. I don't know if that's true or not, or just gossip. And I also heard something number like 12 million pesos. All that may be inaccurate or not true, but people have told me that. So just beautiful up on this backside, the mountain, the rocks, the trees. So this is, somebody said this is a protected part of the protected area, mountain area, so that they're not allowed to really get in and log everything. So, but they're adding here, it looks like. I haven't looked over here in a while. Somebody's building a house. I'm not sure what that is. A restaurant or just a house or something. Morning.
Morning.
I assume these are some of the workers. But it's going to be nice. So I suppose somebody's staying there making a big investment. So that's very nice. So I'm looking to have something similar, either like that or back across the road. I don't want to be too pinned in between the water and the thing, because especially if there's a typhoon or something, you take a beating along the edge there. So they're up pretty high there. They're up several meters, so I don't think they'd have a problem with water, except maybe some wind. Morning, sir. Hey.
Morning, sir.
You selling ice cream?
Hello.
All right. Yeah. They've come back here and bulldozed the road. So since I've been here, so that's nice. I think it was not quite as smooth, so they've widened it up and improved the drainage here on the right side. So that's kind of why I'm looking out here. It's kind of a more natural, older woodland setting, and as you go down the road, it's much like Lita's Garden here. There's lots of big trees. It's peaceful. Very few people from here on out live out this way. So maybe a couple dozen little native style homes, and they're eventually, like I said, gonna have this road done like you see here all the way around the backside, and shortly after that they're gonna start paving it. So my problem is finding something and then gaining access to it, because as you go back here, you're really just on a foot trail at times, it seems like. So and then I'm not sure how far the electric goes and things like that. So it's all, and I'm new to all this, like I said, from America, just been here about 16 months now. So this is all new to me, but I think it's going to be a real booming area here. The new next big thing in this area is, I think, Santiago on this backside of the mountain. So I think it's really going to a tremendous amount of growth in the next 10, 15, 20 years. Here's one of the extended cars. Hey, morning, sir. Yeah. Jeepney. I couldn't think of it. Yeah. It's like an extra long one. They cut a nice little parking spot. See, that's the problem when you get on the mountainside and stuff is, where do people park? And so apparently they're going to be, maybe adding to the resort here and doing more with that, because they're making parking for people, which is very nice, because that's in short supply. That's something that I don't think people think of here as much, because I look at stuff, I said, well, yeah, you got a little resort, but you can only have maybe 5 cars there, which isn't enough to sustain, you know, a decent business. So here's where I think it kind of gets cool. Look at that rock and the roots there. So yeah, from here on out's where I'm would be looking at something left and right. So I just gotta find, it's hard to see in spots because of the woods, so it's tough to see the layout, but this is very interesting to me. Then there's little trails all over this mountain, even though it doesn't seem possible. But yeah, they have every few hundred feet there's a trail going up there, but this is just beautiful to me. I'd love to walk this or ride it on the bike every day, which I don't do because it's a little bit away from me. So here's one of them trails speaking of that go up into the mountains there. So endless hiking and things like that. So, well, we may cut another one later. So from here on out's where I'm looking to buy or build something and be near. I want to have oceanfront property and have a view of the ocean. So, and here's kind of typical thing where people get water out of the mountains. They run a black PCV hose, plastic hose there up and tap into the hillside. And that's how people get their water here, 99% of the people. So they just pump it for, it's all gravity fed to their homes. So they just go up the mountain and find a source and hook into it, tap. I'm not sure, they just dig a hole and put the line in and it flows into it. So there's a little waterfall when it's raining and wet out here. Comes out of the mountain here. Not had enough rain to make it flow lately. All right, that's my time. Thanks for watching. If you got any questions, and as the process goes along and I end up pulling the trigger on something, not 100% sure on it, the idea yet, still dream and think about traveling as well and doing that for the 10, 15 years or some period. But I also, part of me to do what I know to do, and that's kind of settle down and build a place. And this is a beautiful area, as you can see, very peaceful and lots of nature, just endless hiking, swim every day. The water's fairly clean. It's not like out on one of the islands offshore where the water's, you know, more pristine. As you get near the big coastlines of the bigger islands, it's not as quite as clean. Some of it's in some areas it's, you know, dirty, but here I would say it's about 30-40% unclear, and then, but I can see down probably 8-10 feet here. But in some places you can see, you know, double, triple that. So if you're offshore somewhere, so it varies, depends on how the water flows along the coastline, and if you're near one of the big cities, which creates a lot of pollution. I was gonna park back here, but I'm a little nervous. I don't know as many people over here. I mean, most people know of me. I'm very well known here, being American. So, but this is kind of the end of the road that's well done, and then you get into more of a trail environment. So I'm gonna continue my hike. I got about an hour out and an hour back, and I'm trying to eyeball stuff. It's very difficult because it's jungly and it's hard to see, and of course everything's on a hillside, so you're not sure if you're looking at big boulders. There's very little flat area. So all right, thanks for watching, everyone. That's it from Santiago, Barotac, Viejo, Iloilo. Terry's Philippine Journey Property Home Hunt. Thanks for watching.